I would definitely agree. Just looking at it on paper, my expectations are that BDS should have the slightly stronger scaling composition. I'm really interested to see this bot lane matchup because expectations are that Varus in the early laning phase does have power. How will they match up with the...
We've actually got a bit of a level 1 setup here. Turrets do get thrown down and everybody's here already. Gonna force Crowny to flash level 1. Not a great start for this area, but the turnaround begins to come through. Lots of damage go through. Adam, flash, face breaker. And first blood over to BDS.
Wow, Adam starting off the game strong. Flash E into the double punch.
Prepares for a bit of an attempt. Topside face breaker down means Adam a little bit more vulnerable for a moment or two. Remember, no flash on that level 1. Gets stunned up, and the kill will be donated over to Ebby. It's 1-for-1 in the top side.
A very clean play. A set player back in the day, back in his LFL days, and even on his Fnatic time. Shio in a bit of danger.
Ebby's roamed alongside Ruby. I'm not sure there's that many places to go. He pulled off some wonderful invades and fights against Foe yesterday, but Heretics are having none of it today. Sheo falls down.
Shio even commits the flash there, and Shio is forced to back away. Ebby can hold the wave here now. And I like what Adam's doing. He's forcing Ebby underneath the tower.
Gets the heal back with the Culver-Meek. Yanko's coming forward, but Shio's still here. This is a bit risky. Misses the Vault Breaker, and it says Adam's face that gets broken in. Shio now in danger as well. Remember, no flash forward for the stun, and Ebby on a killing spree. This top side completely capitulating for BDS.
Jankos and Ebby are just mopping the floor with
Heretics put a lot of attention on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that Adam can even be in the conversation. We've got to slow down as Jankos looking for a play.
We try to talk narratives, and Jankos just won't give us the room to breathe. Jack Spectra gets a kill now. Crowny got his flash and cleanse back up, but is not going to be forced to use either of them. Just a lot of health bar that he loses.
Nice sidestep from Crowny at the end there, but another kill.
Whether something can happen bot side, but now that they know he's there, Ebby about to find himself with a lot of members turning up towards him and the big wave crashing. Pops the Dominus, summons a teleport. Still gonna get flashed on top of absolute mess, and Adam gets the shutdown.
I couldn't even keep track of what happened in that fight. The arrow comes up, will not connect onto Ruby. But Ebby was saying, you know what, I think we can take this fight. Ruby, you can TP in, we can fight them 2 versus 3. And then Ebby painfully realized, okay, maybe not. But now Heretics threatening the dive in bot lane.
Necessary gold for Adam, but as a result of everyone being topside, Labrov and Crowny are in a very dangerous position. The stuns come through, and Labrov can throw as many slows down as he wants. Surely he falls? No, he does not. He gets to walk on out. And Crowny holds the ground to force Heretics back away.
The cooldown's a little too long there.
Quite yet. Adam got TP in 6 seconds, so maybe can do things. Here's the arrow. Keep your eyes on all the world on one. Arrow! Adam doesn't even need to use the ult. Ebby's face broken in and turned into a pincushion.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff from BDS.
TikTok has been changed forever.
Adam gonna equalize the kill score against Ebby now.
Oh, the Glacial Prison. Do not pass go. Do not pick up 350 gold though, says Nuke. As the ult is pretty damn good. Still gonna go die, surely. Jankos finally secures it. Sheo thinking about going in, but Vault Breaker's the other way.
Okay, Jankos is feeling it today. A perfectly placed ultimate from the Sejuani into his double. Oh, hang on.
Oh, flash away now the turnaround. He's got his own Vi ult. So the cease and desist comes through. Adam, though, just turns up and dunks him. WWE smackdown in the mid lane.
It's a bounce house in the mid lane. We saw Shio's ult into Ruby's ult into Adam's ult. Everyone's getting the opportunity to fly today. The kill score is 4-6, and Mercer's now in danger.
He is, but there's another arrow. Labrov just doesn't miss. Another 360, and Sheo gets Mercer.
And just like that, the game is very quickly. Level difference between the 2 top laners.
Yeah. Of course, there's no ultimate available for Ebby. There is for Adam. Here comes the rest of the team. Young's going to try and turn this one around. Throw down that Glacial Prison. Facemaker into the showstopper. Ebby alive. Haymaker goes wide. Jack Spectra's turned up and throws a few more arrows of his own. Adam looking to fall down as well. Mercer turns up and throws a rocket barrage. You can't punch your way out of this one. And Jankos claims the shutdown.
Beautiful performance from Ebby as he's able to very narrowly get away. But that gold value just keeps shifting back and forth between the 2.
Really has. Now Crowny is caught out, was very far up here, has cleanse, has flash, May need to use both here. There's a Glacial Prison available. Comes through, Ruby steals an ultimate and will lightning crash his way to a quick kill on the AD carry. Mid lane though, Jack Spectre hit with an arrow between multiple towers. Dive comes through and they get that kill. It's always a 1-for-1. Ebby blast coning in. We'll get on to Sheo. Teleport's now coming through. And Adam gonna try and find a face breaker and a showstopper, surely throwing him back towards the Azir turret. Ebby gets a big heal though with the Ruthless Predator and the Cole, the Meek. Mercer gets the kill.
There's so much crowd control, but Ruby's not done yet. He's looking for the chain. Will not be able to connect it. How is Jankos continuing to
Jankos throws the Glacial Prison. It's a zoning ult. They'll get on out.
Seemed like a bit of a prediction there. Adam and Ebby fighting once again.
Big damage going through, flash forward from Ebby. He really wants this. Adam's got the Haymaker coming. Will be a bit of a turnaround damage, but the CC's coming down. Haymaker comes through. Shield is getting popped. Adam loses the 1v1. Eat a solo kill.
Ebby just straight up Ebby that comes out on top. And Heretics are the victors as they claim that mid inhib. They won't be able to secure that bot tower, but BDS now looking for a fight.
Time for some vengeance. They get the stun of Jack Spectre. He didn't run cleanse this game. He's been punished for it here. Shut down. Turn around. We're going to come through. Ebby teleports back in. 30 seconds on the ultimate. Ruby going in. Goes golden, but he's on absolutely no HP. Ebby has to run away. Now has dominance. Pops it. But everybody else is dead already. The Crocodile is deceased. And BDS punish.
That bot lane has seen so many swung fights, and we get to see another one. A great top lane. We've seen it in the mid lane, and now we're seeing it in the bot lane. This will be the Baron for BDS. But I swear, that bot lane tower, the number of teams around the world that I have seen lose fights in that position is just far too many.
I've seen it happen to Ebby. Worlds versus Damwon here.
But honestly, I think Heretics can afford to give this one up, but maybe they don't want to. They're saying they need to fight this if they get the soul. And here comes the fight.
Focus coming through, down to 2,000 HP. Dragon secured by Sheo. Ebby is ulted away. The showstopper coming through. Adam flashing in for a monster Haymaker, but he's dead. The turret's up, and Ebby is now doing his best to continue chasing over the wall. He goes. They've got the man advantage, you remember. The impetus down. Crown needs to be very afraid. Ebby can look to dive forwards. This Crocodile might have died the one time down, but he's still bloody scary.
But unless Crowny dies, I feel like, oh,
God, he might! Smite comes through, Crowny's in danger, does have cleanse, may need to use the wall ride, hasn't had to use it as yet. They're trying to stop him getting into the base. Sheo stepping on forward, but it's three members here. Mercer is going to start throwing down the ultimate, stunning up the Vi, who's being dragged away and into her grave. Not before she flashes on out. Stays alive for now.
Oh, I think...
Oh my God, another arrow! It's onto Jack! It's it again, the bot lane tower! It's twice in a row for Heretics. Surely not. Oh my God, he gets away.
He will get away, and BDS will find another successful fight. Crowny! This man has been going to dancing lessons recently because he just cannot be touched. His feet are like fire as the TP comes in.
And they've got to fight in the jungle. Ebby taken pretty low, but that's an Azir shutdown. Flash over the wall. That's Labrox looking for 1v1. All the while, Adam trading out with Ruby, but won't get the kill. Stays alive. They get a shutdown onto Labrov as well, who did, though, looking for that kill. That was bold, mate. Crowny.
Crowny's still alive. I don't know if you can take this, Crowny.
Flash! Ruthless Predator! Not enough! Crowny begins to fire off again. Ruby teleporting in. The stuns begin to come on through, but it's still a 3v2. Continuing to hunt on forwards. The Ultra Shock Laser claims a double for the bot laner of BDS.
And as long as Crowny is alive, BDS will always have a win condition. This man...
Heretics have got a very difficult proposition when it comes to the Zeri. Baron's alive. BDS starts
they're melting it. They're melting it. Jankos throws the ultimate onto Labrov.
Remember, he's got no flash. The good stopwatch, though. Teleport coming in. That will be Ebby looking to come into the backside. This Croc is a monster. He has got a dominus and an angle. Sheo interrupt with a Vault Breaker. A cease, a desist. Ruby does not hit the chains. The Abscond, the Abduct. Ruby throwing down a lightning crash. Sheo needs to get over the wall. Adam gets Ebby. Adam is still a monster in this game. They get two. And BDS scaling as well and truly here.
Wow, so many utility pieces fell short with Labrov's stopwatch. 3 members are left alive for Heretics, and it all comes down to Jankos. Can he get the steal? Will he even try? He has that one ward in the pit. BDS spot him. Jankos, can you do it? Jankos, can you do it? Labrov will die, but at the end of the day, it does not matter in the grand.
Trying to charge up some of that passive on the camps in here. Ruby over the wall. Heretics still thinking they can do this.
Jankos is looking, no ulti.
Gonna try and get on, secured by Sheo. Early smite from the side of Jankos. Ebby gonna try and blast, going his way to safety, but he's just not got enough. He's left out to dry, and the Crocodile is deleted by none other than Crownie.
Another pick secured for BDS, another Dragon secured. Nice attempt from Jankos, but the smite came out a little bit too early from what I could see. Sheo now ticks over to level 18. He was put behind early, but he has bounced back phenomenally. Now with the Baron buff, BDS make a beeline for the bot lane, and they have their eyes on this tier 3 tower.
In they come. They've got Baron remaining for a minute and a half. Sheo hunts forward, trying to be the frontliner, inhibitor down. They've still got 30 seconds on Ebby. The 5v4 is theirs. How far do they want to go? Do they see the end in their eyes? They're certainly going to try. Stun. It's on to Mercer. They'll stay alive for now. Those arrows have been heat-seeking. This game, Ruby down to 20%. Oh, they go. First turret down. In goes Sheo. Gets the knockback on a Jack Spectre. Uses the stopwatch. Adam goes diving as well. The Azir ultimate comes through. And they're going to flash and murder Jack Spectre. BDS. They find a couple plays around a bot tower. And they come alive with the scaling. That's a fifth win. I apologize for them as they head into group stage.
BDS, they played those final fights extremely well. The early game looked good for Heretics, but it was that bot lane fight, that one great TP from Adam. Literally after being solo killed by Ebby, he still had the flash up, he still had the TP up to then create that situation where BDS could just wipe the floor. He was known as an Aurelia player and a Kled player, and what better way to round out his winter split than with his signature tried and true Kled champion into the Gnar. He's comfortable in the matchup.
Champion as Malrang is going to be here as well. This would be a 2v2. I think he spotted the Ghost Walker.
Oh, but he's after the respawn.
Oh, comes and gets on top of Monkey. He's going to get chunked out.
That's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe hop over that wall on the other side. Dayor trading up with Larson. Multiple skirmishes happening as Larson will abduct his way towards a minion. Dayor throws out the E. Malrang still being chunked on as Finn comes charging on down. Shigenda now trading up with his opposition. And 113 gets the solo kill.
What? What?
The monkey senses, they failed him.
Wow. I think that's the first time I've ever just seen a Sejuani straight up solo kill a Wukong and trade into that giant minion wave if you're Shigenda. But keep your eyes on Malrang here, of course. Is C right now.
The bot lane is dark and full of monkeys. Kobe stepping forward.
Going forward.
The turnaround is huge. Glacial Prison bites the time, but Kobe is out for now. 113 though might be the sacrificial boar, but he's out for now.
Wow, the phase rush coming in clutch there for 113 right now. Whereas Finn actually going to abandon that top wave and start making his way down. Thought he might catch that top wave and move. Larson though, looking for 113.
113 does not get caught with the Glacial Prison that was stolen from him. Still taken pretty low. The final chapter comes out of Yumi. Finn comes charging on in on Skull, but is polymorphed into a snowman courtesy of Trimby. Kobe is here. Ghost pop. Shigenda beginning to hit some of those autos, but no one dies. Just ultimates pop.
Why Malrang went for this Wukong is you have to come into me, which is the best situation for a Wukong to be in. Comp could also
Gangplank, the Gnar, both phenomenal. Now on a signature pick in the Kled. A lot of his onus to make these fights work.
Looking to get him a kill now. Shigenda does have the flash.
Start to make that one work. Finn, the man of the moment, trying to get this kill before the Mega Gnar comes through. Lands it though, Shigenda with the wallop afterwards. Malrang's here alongside Larson, and maybe, just maybe, it was a bit of a curse. In comes Trimby as well. He's dismounted. He just can't find his way back onto Skull, and he falls the moment we talk about him.
So I want to clarify in the replay, but I think that 113 didn't get the kill in the hope that money sitting in his pocket, I suppose I should say. Kobe though, looking to secure this down. Ooh, good ult.
The tower's nearly down. Comp staying alive for now though. Turret falls.
Comp will be another tower going. Why do I need better English? A tower falls in favor of Koi. Let's see if a fight kicks off here.
Lots of tables available, but Malrang pulls the trigger. Cyclone coming down. Kobe has got a heal, and the final jump coming through. In comes Skull and Kled. Finn looking to make his mark in this game. However, Kobe is dead. The stolen Glacial Prison puts Kobe on ice. Down goes 113. Jonghoon goes down. The cat is skinned.
Wow, a phenomenal team fight from Koi and Larson. He just came out of nowhere, steals 113's ultimate, catches Kobe completely off guard. No flash was used. And with that initial execute and with Shigenda coming in from over the wall, Koi just wiped Astralis off the fight. And we talked about how the execution is so important for Astralis. and how Koi just executed better. 20 minutes in, they secure a Baron.
It was a stalemate.
Incredible ultimate there from Larson, and then with Jigenda coming over the wall. Yeah. The crowd erupts and roars as now the Dragon has been started.
Dragon started. Astralis want this as something of a consolation prize, and Dale slides on over with the Soul and Bound and a Q3. He's just a Dragon, and now the shove in mid lane can continue because lost position in mid for that attempt on the Drake.
And they have. Koi can continue to siege here. Astralis will have to go the long way around as Koi continue to bully them off, steal away their camps. Will they be able to secure this one? I think they will. Carson gonna pop Corbe's ultimate. Just disengage from the fight, but that's 2 towers gained in exchange for the Dragon, and look at how quickly this gold is ballooned. 7k is the advantage. Now Dior's in danger.
Goes on to Shigenda with his own ultimate. There's a Meganar coming though. Will Q3 away. Over comes Malrang. Meganar available. Won't use it here, but now the turnaround coming through. Charge from Kled. They are beginning to run at the speed of light. Shigenda Meganaring away. This time, it won't be left to chance, and Kobe gets the kill.
Okay, good punish there from Astralis. Finn utilizing the mobility of his ultimate to very quickly collapse on the bot side, but look at this top lane tower. The cross map from Koi is good. Larson using the Baron to secure them. Another tower means they know that Koi is largely on the bot side of the map, securing that extra Drake. Larson now looking for the fight.
Goes on in, starting to charge on board with that stolen ultimate. Dale begins to respond with the Yuumi ultimate from Jonghoon. On the other side, Kobe is caught out by Malrang. Kobe taken so low. A 1-1-3 falls. Kobe dies as well, and Malrang's pounce onto the AD carry will allow Comp to run wild with a wild growth on top. A double kill for Larson. Make that another for Comp. Finn falls as well, and Koi find another critical team fight that will lead to a Baron.
It's a complete ace. Astralis is completely wiped off the map. They don't even get the chance to team fight, and it all is kicked off by Larson, the man in the mid lane. He started the fight 2 versus 5 with Trimby at his side, but he knew that the collapse was coming in, and Malrang, deliberately or not, he found the perfect flank onto Kobe. Astralis are just not given.
Push, mid lane tower already low. Larson misses with the Glacial Prison. In goes Dale, looking to try and get some polymorphed immediately by Trimby in this tower. Just won't stand his down, and Koi continue their march on toward what feels more and more like an inevitable victory.
Definitely feels that way. Finn trying to catch the wave before it's empowered by the Baron, but now it will be. That tower very low as well. Koi continuing the siege, and that will be another tower in their favor. Koi have the Nexus in their eyes, and they're continuing the push.
From summer champions to fighting for 8th place, Koi beginning to right the wrongs of the early parts of this split. It's been a clean game, it's been a controlled game, and maybe, just maybe, they can make everything all right in the next stage if only they can clean up the end of this game. Astralis, have you got anything left, any magic left in your stars, or is this one falling out of the night sky? Comp, a 4-item stopwatch is such a terror on this area. Larson as well. Shigenda building up towards a Meganar. They're going to call it. This is it. A last gap. A charge of the Light Brigade, and the light is beginning to fade. It's a train at the end of this tunnel, and Shigenda gets Kobe. This Sivir has just not been able to find a fight the entire game. Koi, all sins are forgiven. Welcome to groups.
A slow and steady early game into an explosive mid-game. Koi completely dominate the fights, and they will be making their way into the best of 3s. Incredible stuff overall. A lot of credit needs to be given to Larson in these fights. The initiator, the picks that he was finding, the flanks from Wukong as well, and Malrang. Yes, this has not been the best 9 games that we have seen from Koi, but I think that it is difficult.
Kicking DOS ahead for SK Gaming, so the Caitlyn can be very relevant in this one. And then on the opposite side, I actually really like the Camille lock-in here for Fnatic. One of the big problems that you're going to see is that Caitlyn, incredibly long range, building onto the opposite side as well, that he's only really going to be able to pick up the blue buff, so Marcoon doesn't really lose out on too much.
Look at that damage coming out. 90 caliber net will start to burn through Rux's HP. Ignite was dropped there by DOS, so now he moved around, backed up that Caitlyn Lux lane. It's just very heads-up play, and it's something that Marcoon and
then you start to cause problems for SK in the straight up front to back, but as long as SK are setting up their wards, being patient around these objectives, they should be okay.
So far, pretty patient until the mid lane engage. Certus has jumped on Cyclone to death. First blood, Fnatic.
And this is what Fnatic have been relying on so much at the moment, is trying to get Humanoid ahead, trying to see if he can get Humanoid playing like he did on his feet.
I mean, watching that in replay, I wonder if Certus thought that it wasn't going to connect, wasn't going to hit, because that was so close. That's the engage, all in onto DOS. Forced to flash for his life, he's taken out. The feathers fly from Reckless, who dodges the 90 caliber, but not the headshot. It's a 1-for-1 in the bot lane.
Great job by EpicSkillshot to step past Rooks, land that net, and get the shot on Reckless just as he flashed away. So support for AD. And I think one of the big things that we've seen with the Lucianami, especially when we saw them against Astralis, was great mid-game where they were... Oh, hang on.
Glacial Prison goes all the way forward, knocked backwards, and another easy pickup. I literally was taking a sip of water as Humanoid just got destroyed from the layered CC. Gale Force as well as the flash, and exit kick solo kills Reckless.
I mean, this bot lane is getting real ugly for Fnatic. Reckless now going down 2 deaths as well, 30 CS lead. Plus the fact as well, you're still 2 levels behind because of that early play as well. So this is exit kick putting his mark on the bot side. Second Dragon going over to SK again. I mean, just playing so well off this bot lane advantage.
It's going to be very, very difficult to find an answer to this Caitlyn. 11 minutes in, Mythic completed, second Dragon just about secured. And Marcoon's going to be able to dash over the wall, blues the flash as well. And Fnatic now starting to fall further behind. That goal difference complicated by the
rotate. I thought they'd commit for the bot lane tower before this and then rotate, but Rift Tower was just about to time out, so instead they're just going to use this to get executed further ahead. Lots of Fnatic members here though.
Fnatic wants to fight. 3 seconds for the Glacial Prison. The Emperor's Divide sends Marcoon flying backwards. The ultimate's not even fired. Marcoon doesn't get a shot. Execute 90 calibers backwards. The final spark just flashed away from, and here comes Certus threading those volleys one after the other. Rux is being burnt down, but they survive. It's the kill secure to Fnatic.
It's still the bot tower though, going to go across to the Gnar. Plates going across towards SK. Fnatic need to try and push for more if they want to make this trade even, but can't quite get onto SK.
They can't just yet. We'll go mini Gnar. He's a tired little boy for now. Waiting for that solar flare, or waiting for the Emperor's Divide. The Prison tags on Humanoid, but he's able to escape with the slide and glide. The 2-man pushback from Certus is great. Exit kick flies forward, sets up one, gets a second. 2 kills to SK, and with the feathers flying, they simply do not do enough. And SK turn for Dragon.
Humanoid didn't manage to flash respond though. They go towards mid. They know there's too many members of Fnatic committed to the bot side. So again, that's going to be the last outer tower down now for SK, and with a Caitlyn who can siege up with Certus, that's terrifying.
Oh, look at this, the flash, the slide, the glide, and Humanoid is taken down. 4 members of SK throw everything at him. They get in. 3 minutes until the next Dragon. We can see Irrelevant, the focus, as Wonder and Resort try to chase him down. Hextech Ultimatum locks him in place, and this should be a fairly easy kill as they continue to chase. That hook shot will slow him down. There's nothing else to play for. The fans...
That would be great, but I mean, we're going to have to see if they can, because right now they're trying to set up that divide line, make sure that they're good.
Well, it's the pick being started here, but who's got caught out? Exit kick! He's down! He's down, and Berlin goes wild! The shutdown goal secured. Final spot flies across. Razork, the target, nod backwards, and Irrelevant gets the kill. Rux engages with that Zenith Blade, but is instantly locked in place by Marcoon's flails. Humanoid chucking out those Sand Soldiers and ends up being 1 for 2.
Certus is huge right now as well, and Humanoid wants to see what he can do, still has that ultimate available, but trying to play keep away from SK at the moment.
No jungler, no... What does Mountain Soul mean within the context of the draft? We may not be able to discuss that because SK are on the Baron already. Teleport is available for Wonder. He may need to pull that trigger.
And that's what they're trying to do, get that TP off of Wonder so then they don't have to play through side lanes. But Fnatic may not even get here in time.
They might not. Yesterday, Marcoon helped eliminate XL with a Baron steal. Can he secure the Baron, secure the win, and look to eliminate Fnatic? Glacial Prison, the wall thrown out, the final spark. Razork will be taken down. Irrelevant is actually killed inside the pit though. Finally, Baron goes down. Irrelevant loses his life, but all the distraction meant that SK get the Baron, and while that's going on, Reckless shoving in that middle lane.
And Wonder as well. Both inner towers in mid and bot were taken.
That early advantage is basically nullified as far as combat power.
And I was about to say for Rek, ooh, hang on.
Well, there's the engage onto Irrelevant. Flash is available, needs to gnar out by some time. Holding on to it. That may be important for a future fight as Wonder will hook shot forward. Gets walloped in the face. Humanoid sends those sand soldiers forward in the prison. Locks up Wonder. DOS gets the kill. Humanoid's the next target as here comes Certus riding the wall forward. Not going to be able to chase anymore, but they punish. They get another kill.
And Certus wants to go for more Humanoid!
That's the flash forward, the threaded volley, not at the right angle. Not going to be able to send Humanoid back, but here comes Irrelevant. He's TP to the top lane. Marcoon's cut off the retreat. Humanoid's getting burst down and chunked out. Dots gets another. Razork locked in place the clone rather, as he's able to decoy to safety with Baron-empowered minions. 40-second death timer on Humanoid. SK are looking to open up the base.
Every fight, SK are finding 2 members of Fnatic, and if SK want to find themselves in that second place, if Vitality end up losing later, SK are looking so damn good this
SK
Blizz.
they want to knock out Fnatic. They want to eliminate Fnatic right now. Inhibitor is secured. They've got themselves 20% of that Baron timer remaining, and they've got control of the rift being dealt with in the middle lane. And Marcoon holding on to that prison. The Weaver's Wall will buy enough time to take down the tower. Emperor's Divide is available for Humanoid. No flash. Glacial Prison locks him up. The dive forward. They've got him. Humanoid's down. Razork is running for his life. Cyclone and Flash is available, but it's a 5 versus 4. Members of SK burning down this Nexus turret.
Wonder had to TP back, and SK, they're still in a great position. They just get to use this range. No one really here can set up for the plays now. And SK, they've super minions streaming in everywhere.
That's the engage from Razork. The first stopwatch used by Exekick. He's got the 90 caliber net and the Flash used to get away. Razork is locked in place, taken out at the cost of Marcoon's life. Now Wonder running himself as Irrelevant is chucking out the damage. The CC lands, and despite the massive recall from the Feathers, Reckless cannot stand toe-to-toe with Exekick. Fnatic cannot stand toe-to-toe with SK Gaming. And Fnatic are eliminated at the hands of SK.
Fnatic, for the first time in the organization's history, will fail to make it to the bracket stage. But SK, that was an incredible performance from them, from a team that from week 1 a lot of people doubted. When you saw that maybe things weren't coming together in that bot lane, maybe that synergy wasn't there, but bit by bit it's come together, and now they are sitting with a chance to look for that second place finish.
I cannot wait to see how this team performs in the best of 3s. The development and growth over 3 weeks of game. Second switch there. So Swain now locked in. We're going to see where the lane assignments end up being. Swain top, Karma bot. How do you see
I think
this?
it's Karma top with the Talia mid and then Swain support. Top side with Ilyoya to try and make plays happen. He likes getting out of this bot side, and it's feed the bot lane to feed the rest of the map. So I like that at the moment G2 trying to help out Hans and Mickey and make sure they're going to be okay.
Well, right now, Quasi's going to get slowed down by the hail of arrows. Some of the heal used as well. Seismic shove just dodged there. Spell shield working.
He just keeps going down the rabbit hole. I think that's why we've seen both these junglers match up so often. But Mickey catches Niski.
Oh, look at the CC chain! So much damage. Flash still available. Drop below 100. And despite the Chaos Storm, Niski gets dunked for first blood.
Great job by Mickey to get in towards this.
I mean, and think about the kit. With that rock surfing, the seismic shove, the wall, tools are plenty. As the Chain of Corruption will hold just Ilyoya in place. On the hunt thrown down, Yike using those dance of arrows forward, waiting for the book to get read. Hylissang is level 6. While that's happening, top lane trade, 1-for-1. Weaver's Wall from Mickey separates Ilyoya to the side. Here comes Niski. No Chaos Storm available to him, but lands respite by some time. Ilyoya hops over the wall. Top laners, no kill secured. Well, maybe they fancy it. A lot of AoE here with that final chapter. Glacial Prison. They're firing it out, Dagda, and pushing G2 back. Hansama will now step into the fray on the hunt thrown down. The chapter, the prison, the CC blows up Caps. Mad Lions find their first kill. Hansama forced a flash over the wall. That's going to trigger a 1v1 in the top lane, and the Dragon's secured by Mad Lions.
Chasey immediately jumped onto Broken Blade to prevent the TP, but he still might be in trouble.
Oh, looking for the Broken Blade solo kill. Does he have the damage below 100 HP, 150 correction? Trying to contest control.
I think G2?
They are being jumped on. Nicky gets at least caught up from the assault. Alyoya takes a lot of burst damage. Hans Sama forced to flash over the wall, and Kazi is chasing with the help of Hylissang's Yuumi. The final chapter thrown out. Mickey's running for his life as Niski and Alyoya being forced away in the mid lane. Here comes Chasey, takes down Mickey in the middle lane. All of a sudden, Broken Blade is next on the list. Yike, as well as Kazi standing on top of the Lamb's Respite. The heal managing to keep Kazi alive long enough to trade 1-for-1. Niski's got backup from the cat, the you and me, as Chasey stepping forward with that dominance. There's fights and flamage everywhere, flying back and forth. Hylissang's doing what he can, but it's Caps. It's Caps so far in the Demonic Ascension, keeping Mad Lions back. Nobody can get in range, as Dagda was talking about. And finally, Mad forced to run.
I mean, that's the power of the healing Caps, having that on the Swain. The Radiant Virtue coming in for Broken Blade as well, guaranteeing he's getting all that. Alyoya and Niski trying to run away on the opposite side. Chasey, he's in the bot lane, so it's all over the place. Round 2, though, as we move into Dragon.
This time round, though, significantly fewer flashes available. Reaver's Wall dropped by Mickey to buy some time. Glacial Prism holds Broken Blade in place, and there's the AoE flying across G2. As soon as they group up, they get deleted. Mad Lions pushing into the jungle. Dragon is available for them. This time they back out, and again we see how the composition, when it is grouped up as 5, can control G2.
Also, how ult dependent G2 are. No ult on Cap, no ult on Yike, no ult on Hans Sama. There was no way to try and contain Mad as they went forward. And I mean, Rip Tower gets thrown down, but it's really not going to get much.
The thing is, this is another game where Mad Lions need to ensure they set up these fights side 5. They opted into this style of play, and it's going to be that Talia that's jumped on and locked in place, not taken down just yet. A few more pages of the book, and it's Alyoya that lands the final hit. With Kazi backing them up, continues to chase forward, looking for that CC onto Caps, hunting out all that vision around the Baron pit. Inside G2's red buff as the seismic shove will catch out Alyoya. Arctic assaults backwards, damage onto Yike. Chasey drops the ult. The prison, the backup from Niski. The pride has arrived, and all 4 members of Mad Lions barreling into G2. They get a double kill for Chasey. Caps cannot stand in the Lions, and it's 3 more kills.
And a Baron to boot. Mad Lions are popping off in the G2 jungle. There is nothing to be held for G2 here.
2 members remaining. Hans Sama and Mickey, and Niski is trying to push them away. Baron is being burned down, and how much more can they get? Niski gets his first kill of the game, continues to chase with the help of Hylissang's Yuumi, chunking and bursting and forcing the flash. Again, crucial with 1.5 minutes until the next Dragon. That is another flash secured. Seeing how the comp that Mad Lions are putting together can, quite frankly, just run them over.
And I think a large portion of that is because of how well Kazi and Hilly did play that bot lane, right? Constantly poking out Mickey, they're not able to get that control. And I think when we heard Hilly kind of talk about how frustrating it is to hear that they're not the stable bot lane, that they are still coin flip, this is a bot lane for Mad Lions that has been so crucial to their success, has been so strong this split, and delighted to see them showing off again here.
Yeah, Mickey's going to be the next target. Talia will at least survive a few seconds longer because Hans Sama gets turned and burned. No flash available to him. They've got themselves those Baron empowered minions. Caps is now inside 3-4 members, but he's got no backup. No Lamb's Respite to speak of. And G2 are getting wrecked inside their base with only 2 members standing. Mad Lions may fancy themselves a shot at the Nexus.
I'm pretty sure they do. Baron up, nobody alive, and G2, Mad Lions, they're crushing us.
Mad Lions able to push down the first Nexus turret. Chunk out Yike, take him down, turn to Broken Blade. While Kazi continues to focus on the Nexus. This is a pool 1 guarantee, a top 2 regular season finish as Mad Lions defeat G2.
Hugs all around for Mad Lions in what was an absolutely fantastic performance from start to finish. Alyoya constantly matching Yike. Kazi and Hilly getting control of that bot side and constantly finding these fights where they could use their composition advantage.
And I think it's very fair to say that the interesting approach to draft for G2 did not work out the way that it was planned. And I think, like you mentioned, we focused a lot on that bottom lane because of the fact that Talia was there with Varus, and once it was under control. Okay, zoom out. Both compositions, how do they win?
I mean, the big one for XL is, look, we want to try and play through side lanes. You've got this Pike, get him out of the bot lane early.
Downs W 10 seconds away. Can step forward. The Rune Prison is available here for BTO. Ghosted up for Perks. Flash used 2, and a crushing blow comes forward. No summoners used, but 2 secured. And all of a sudden here comes Bo looking for those denting blows. Decoy has been used. Crushing out as well. Down below, 200, flashed away. Support coming from Targamas. Dashing, flashing, getting the kill.
I mean, that was just overstepping from Bo massively there.
Work with Xerxes and the rest of the lanes. Perks running completely out of mana now.
Xerxes needs to start this. He's the only one with flash.
Gonna dash over the wall, looking for the skewer. Pulls Perks backwards. Xerxes gets another 4XL.
And this is what we're talking
Gonna be
about.
able to use that spark, hop over the wall. He's just hit himself level 6. Patrick with a small advantage. Xerxes this time around looking in the top lane. 1-0-1. Photon's got the flash. He's already used the ulti. Now will be the target of Xerxes. Look at the mini-map. BTO is making his way up as well. Flash as well as Body Slam. How far do they chase? The Realm Warp should deliver. BTO fire out EQ, W, and easily secured. 3rd kill for XL.
And great patience from XL. The vitality built up there. That was a sentence and a half I screwed up.
I like it. The victim of the ire from Vitality. This time around, Bo as well as the bottom lane will drop that Herald, try to chunk down the plates. Patrick has got support. Xerxes as well as Targamas making their way down. For the time being, Bo hasn't been able to find an impact. Cease and desist. Fired onto Targamas. The chapter's been lost and this route will come in. Neon picks up the first for Vitality and now they've got to back away. BTO and Xerxes stepped into the
Unleash is
rhythm.
what we called him back in the LPL. He got unleashed coming into the LEC, and now they're trying to put the dog in the corner every time he comes onto the stage in week 3. We'll have to see if XL can continue to do it, but Bo's here.
Bo is there, hops over the wall, gets caught by all the CC, and all of a sudden will be dropped. But Xerxes' decoy gets taken out. Here comes Photon. He's got the big barrel, locks everyone against the wall, and Neon is firing off those bursts. Is going to be pinned inside thanks to that wall. And BTO now on the front line, looking to find a kill into Photon, but he can't do so. Everybody's low. Neon's trying to chase with the help of Yuumi. Sidesteps the piercing arrow. Not going to get skewered. And Patrick will pop the shield. Finally taken out by Neon. And XL are routed. They are running for their lives. And the chase potential is huge. Neon flashes forward. The stun comes out from Odo as a stopwatch buys some time for Perks. He can't find another. Neon's looking to pick up the 2nd and 3rd kills here as BTO's caught between a rock and a hard place. Taken out by Neon on the killing spree, and it's not done yet. Multiple members of XL still being chased down as Odo's going to leap his way to safety. And Photon with the backup.
And as long as Photon comes in here and Neon sets up beautifully, but Targamas.
There is the dunker down. Cease and desist. Vitality able to find an easy pick. The second.
While you end up with Photon still pushing bot side, maybe soloing out the Dragon. But because they don't get the pick, now it's XL who have that advantage.
They're going to start this fight. Vito, or rather Odo Omna, he arrives. That's a dunk down onto Patrick. May need to flash away to safety. Gets back up from Odo, and Patrick picks up the kill onto Bo. But Perks and Neon are very untouched. Vito still has the Realm Warp available to him, as does Targamas' death from below. 4 versus 5. Look at the side lane. Xerxes can jump in from behind with that Cyclone Dagda.
And they have no idea. He's going to try and go in, but there goes.
Look at the damage. Neon engages and gets blown up. Xerxes comes in the back and manages to pick up another 2 more kills for XL. The soul for XL. Dagda, they might go for Baron as well.
And the game of the regular split.
This is such a big advantage. XL get the soul, they get the Baron. They have a gigantic lead, and now they really have all of the tools necessary. So many lanes. Volvo, the focus pulls Vitality away from bottom. All of a sudden, they re-engage down. Odo gets pulled backwards, gets dunked down from the cease and desist. He's got Kaiser along for the ride, but he's taken out. Once again, Odo finds another stun. 2 members down from Vitality. Odo on the buy some time going golden, but here comes Neon as well as Perks. They've immediately applied with 2 of their own. A Bone Skewer buys a little bit of time, but Perks is able to survive along with the rest of Vitality. It's now a 2 versus 2. Make that 3 as all of a sudden the Skewer comes out. Perks is in trouble. He's taken down. Excel is now running away as Vito may be under some threat. Does Neon chase with the spark? The answer is no.
The Immortal Shield Bow was clutch for Neon. The Seraphs was clutch for Video. The fight goes forward. Video's trapped behind the turret, which is why it takes him so long to get in. Neon, though, is in trouble.
Neon, take it out! Targamas and Vito combo together. Using that Realm Warp, they take him down for the second time.
You got Neon set up behind Bow. Photon clearing out mid waves. They've managed to deal with the side wave pressure, but the Elder Dragon has already restarted.
It's going low! It's going low! Down to 4,000! Who's gonna pick this one up? As inside the pit, the barrel! Encirculate! Vitality and Perks steal the Elder Dragon! And the death lasers from above may be what they need! Targamas is looking for Neon and will find that kill, but Photon and Perks, with the help of Kaiser, are trying to do more. That's the GA being popped as all of a sudden now Kaiser's looking to come right back. Targamas cannot impact the fight, and Perks and Photon will look like they can close this one out. How the hell did they steal the Elder? Now Vito and Perks continue to trade back and forth, throwing out the minefield. Realm Warp is up, and Vito's caught on the wrong side of the rift, dealing with that Elder. Look at that white line on the HP bar. Once you go below it, you get bursted down. Vito will potentially escape with that movement speed for now. Though he's not done. He's not done. The barrel, and the laser Dagda.
From downtown, Photon will take a Video, but these are games. Vitality.
Look at that HP, 1800. Just all of the burst, and ultimately it's Perks that picks it up. We jump right back into the action. Baron has now been started off by Vitality. Targamas will be dove on by the cease and desist. Perks fires out the wall, cutting off the retreat. 2 members dead for XL. But Vito does have that teleport up. He's spawning in 5 seconds.
I mean, you got Odo in mid as well. This can't really be fought, though. You still have the Elder Dragon up. You're just going to look at Odo. He's just going to go for the base instead. But Vitality, with those empowered recalls, should be able to make it back in time.
Man, all of a sudden, Baron buff now on Vitality. They can...
Well, the fact they have the Baron buff means they get to push in these side lanes. Vitality, as they start to step in, XL going to try and catch them.
Bo is jumped on. He's going to use that blast cone. Gets caught up once again. Now will be forced to resurrect as Kaiser has thrown up the shield, and the damage is enormous as Photon and Neon AoE XL down. That burst damage was gigantic.
Photon says, "Points on me tonight, lads, when we take first place," because that barrel destroyed XL. Video trying his best to see if he can clear out these waves in mid, but it's the bot wave you have to be careful of.
How much of a base race do XL commit to? They're still dealing with those Baron-empowered minions, pushing the wave into the tower mid. Multiple members of Vitality will push this bottom lane. They should have enough damage to chunk out the tower. Sticking around for the inhibitor. 25 seconds for Odo, 20 seconds for Patrick. Inhibitor and back is probably the call.
Video did get the recall off. Photon was hunting for him, so it means there's too many members of XL in the base. Photon can't join them, so they will back away. As you say, 2 minutes.
Fight on the horizon. Photon should be able to just pick off Targamas, and he does. Flash E are instantly taken down. Now 4 members of XL, they still have to defend. Multiple Vitality members in this middle lane. They're all grouped up. Baron empowered minions still on their side. How fancy do they feel? How aggressive are they? Dagda, they might be looking at this Nexus.
Baron is gone, though. It just timed out. So XL with Patrick, can they clear these waves?
They're trying to, really trying to. Patrick using those piercing arrows.
Spot out that Vitality haven't actually gone into the pit. So it's Vitality thinking they're baiting, but these little wards doing so much for XL.
Seismic shove once again. This time it catches Targamas as Neon secures the kill yet again. 5 versus 4. Elder Dragon is up. Dagda and Vitality, they've bought the time. They did not concede any deaths. And now they are looking to set up for the objective. Photon's got the ult. Photon's got the ult. Photon, where is the ult? He's holding on to it for now. Finally throws it backwards into the waiting arms of Bo. Patrick stays alive just a few seconds longer thanks to the shield bomb. And the re-engage from Cersei. It forces Neon to buy some time in the stopwatch. Flashes away, uses the ultimate, stays alive. Neon is now looking to close things out here for Vitality. Looking to shut down XL. Looking to take the #1 seed.
The creeps are in the base. Video, you need to get away or they'll end the game. Realm Warp again. Video is trying his best to be an escape artist, and maybe, just maybe, he can hold on with Targamas, but
Vitality are in a position to finish this one off. I want to highlight some of their positions. The first time in a long time, in a place to secure the #1 seed. Elder Dragon picked up once more. Teleports thrown in. It might be too little. It might be too late.
What? Video!
How?
Video! That was insane!
Where did that damage come from? All of a sudden, Vitio destroys Vitality. What can they do with this? I don't know. And it is not over yet. XL are trying to deny a Vitality that first seed, trying to do it in the most dramatic and entertaining way possible.
and trying to do themselves proud as well. This is an Excel that has been pushed back.
Is still available here as Vitio starts to channel.
Oh, they're going.
They're going into the base. They're going into the base. XL looking to secure the inhibitor, and they do. Continuing to push forward. Weaver's wall will lock XL inside of Vitality's territory. Channeling up on that Q. Bo looks for the engage. Cease and desist. Slams down Xerxes. He will buy some time thanks to that GA. Neon remains untouched as Targamas is looking for it. All of a sudden, with Vitio down, they trade back onto Perks. 1-for-1. Neon is now the target of Patrick. The blood short shield bow keeps him alive, but Neon needs to find more kills. 2 members of Vitality are down. Targamas finds the skewer, finds the stun, but Neon stays alive. All of a sudden, it's XL continuing his pressure. It's a 4 versus 2 for now. Make that 3 as Kaiser is still alive. XL, they get the inhib, they get the fight.
They get the Elder!
Oh.
They get to have to try and make a re-entrance. Bo doesn't have flash, doesn't have smite. This will be a miracle again.
There is no ways that he can steal this again. Surely not. Surely not. Body block interrupted. Elder secured for XL. Neon is now caught in place. The final chapter does some work. Bursting fire, fire after one another. 2 GAs popped. Neon and Kaiser versus the world. The Ultra Shock laser will not find its target, and we are approaching
Ultimate onto Patrick. They set up a bow to come back, but watch Photon. Ultimate on, pops the Xerox onto video. Flash in, kills the Rise. But the problem is just waiting for the last few ticks of butt. Vitality, they're losing space, they're losing towers.
They're definitely losing control. That is a skewer onto Perks. Kaiser jumps forward with you and me. The lost chapter will simply not be enough. But all of a sudden, Nodo forced to jump away defensively. Perks and Neon have got the damage despite losing Bo. Super minions will become a problem shortly. So Vitality have to deal with them. Vitio looking, waiting. Or either trying to look for some creative angles. They've split up multiple times. Targamas south, Vitio north, but Vitality may want to pull the trigger. Weaver's wall is down, hopped off. Patrick is the target. Sees and desist forward. Base race may be on the cards here, as all of a sudden Vitio is teleported to the top lane. Patrick may be left for dead as Vitality step all the way forward into the face. But XL have got the damage. Cersei has got the time. Neon stays alive. The shield comes up. Vitio's inside the base and Neon stays alive. Neon finally gets taken. It's going to be Bo as well as Kaiser trying to interrupt. And thanks to the GA, Neon comes back up. Vitio has taken out the inhibitors and the base is still alive.
Patrick flashed into Odo's TP. He brought Bo with him for Xerxes, who has an ult in just a moment's time.
5 seconds for the Cyclone. Stood on top of the ward. The skewer backwards. The counter strike. The chapter is now used, and that will push XL away. Vitio, he's caught out! He's caught out! I don't think XL can arrive in time! The seismic shot pulls him backwards! Vitality have a numbers advantage as they step into the river. Super minions are inside their base. They're conceding Elder. It's a 68-second death timer, and they want supers of their own.
XL ran to try and steal the Elder, so Vitality are saying, cool, Elder for base, bro, we'll go for this.
Odoamne leaps forward, counter-strike into the hourglass. No one else from XL backs him up. There's no chain of corruption. Super minions are on side the base of Vitality. They're now pushing forward. I don't think Vitality can get there in time.
Targamas has cut the wave. Targamas has cut the wave. This is it.
This is going to be the final push. Vitality pushing on the Nexus turret. They will look to take it down as Patrick is the last man standing. GA will be popped. Perkins is trying to kill Xerxes. The Nexus is being focused by Bo and by Photon, and I think they've done it. Vitality have won the regular season. What? Finally! Oh. Vitality are your #1 seed.
Easiest path to worst scene I think I've ever seen in the LEC.
That's insanity.
Perks is nearly dead on stage as well.
Nightmare, tag out for me. Hey, have you got a second?
My God.
I need to get ready for the draw show and take
Okay.
a second. So Dagda, I'm going to leave you be and steal Nightmare for 2 seconds to come.